Education is important to me. You hear so much about the University of Michigan, how great a school it is, and besides athletics, the academics here are unbelievable. And just coming here to get an education and get one step closer to getting that education. Coming back for my sophomore season was definitely a main reason why I came back. Coach Berenson, Coach Wiseman, Coach Powers, and even Coach Komisarek. That's a big reason why I came back. He's so fresh out of the NHL. He knows so much about the game, and he's so knowledgeable for a defenseman like me. He was a physical guy, and that's definitely something I was trying to put into my game this year. And just to pick his brain and asking questions is huge. Also with academics and living in a house with 5 of my best friends that are all my same age. Well, maybe a little bit older than me, but all in the same grade as me. Things like that. You only get to do it once, so I definitely wanted to get the full experience.
Columbus Blue Jackets are proud to select from University of Michigan, Jack Werenski.
I was only 17 when I got drafted and kind of went through the whole process of the combine and meeting with NHL teams. So right when the draft ended and I was still 17 and I turned 18 a month after, it just kind of hit me that I'm still young and there's still a lot of my life ahead of me.
The youngest player in U.S. college hockey. This player's forte is offense. He's got the natural ability to skate pucks up the ice and make plays.
You go to the draft and you're pretty nervous. It's kind of everything you work for into one night. And once you hear your name called, it's a relief. It's kind of the one word I used to describe it. It's a relief, and you're kind of happy that everything you've worked for is paid off. And the day after the draft, I flew to Columbus and they had a prospect camp. And after skating with the prospects for a week, I went home and just talked with my family about a decision. And we took some time. We took a couple weeks there, and then I didn't really have one yet. And I went to World Junior Camp, which was like the under-20 team for USA. And halfway through the camp, I called my dad and said, I want to go back to Michigan. I just think it's right. And we kind of made an announcement about that. And it was a pretty crazy summer, but it was fun.
Every year he's here as a bonus in terms of his education, his maturity, his strength, his confidence, and there's no rush to get to the next level, and you want to be ready when you get there.
Dylan Larkin and I became teammates when I was about 10 years old. We kind of clicked right away, and it's been 8 years since I've known him, and it seems like we're always playing together. Dylan Larkin was the first-round pick of the Red Wings. He decided to leave. I decided to stay because everything that comes with Michigan and just playing for something bigger than yourself.
We've always been real tight and good friends, and I think last year took it to a different level and a different respect for each other. We lived with each other in the dorms and got to watch him every day in practice and see how hard he works and then to see his talent on the ice and in the games. Just a special player.
Playing for Michigan and playing in front of Yost fans is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I wanted to get the full effect.
This month is November, which means Movember for our team. We've done mustaches the last couple years. The main focus is always raising awareness for men's health, and especially prostate cancer, which obviously is very dear to my heart with my father going through prostate cancer.
July 2010, I was diagnosed. It was a tough time in my life because I had kids. JT was just starting to go to the national program. It was really hard to kind of focus with the family.
Honestly, I think it hit JT the most. I think he got it. Where we downplayed it so much for the girls, it was like, it's fine.
Overall, it was just a kind of scary moment.
My dad had a bad case of it. My father-in-law passed away from it. So we've seen it. It scares you.
I wanted to be there to help my mom, take care of my sisters while my dad was maybe out of commission for a little bit and help take care of him.
He had a lot of questions and spent a lot of time wondering if going to the U.S. program as a junior in high school and leaving us like this was the right thing to do.
I just remember the calmness that my parents had throughout the entire situation, how they downplayed it for me and my sisters. We were still relatively young.
The U.S. national program, I mean, it's what kids dream of, and there was no way he was going to stay back to help with the girls. We had it under control. When you go to play for the U.S. national program, you live with a family that hosts you.
I lived with Caribbeans in Ann Arbor, and they were great. They have 2 younger kids, a boy and a girl, Adam and Bianca, and they were just very welcoming, made me as comfortable as I could be.
One good thing about hockey is it gives you another family, a family away from home. And so you do have a lot of support, but it's still it's a tough thing for a young kid to go through.
That moment when my mom called me and said that he was doing much better and surgery had gone well was let me just focus on being in Ann Arbor and playing hockey, and I didn't have to worry about anything at home anymore.
We had a lot of challenges that year, but I think it made us stronger. I think it made us closer. I couldn't be more proud of my kids.
JT Compher, he's going to go to the net, and he shoots, he scores! JT Compher!
And when I was in the hospital, the nurse said to me, she said, if you do one thing, go out and pass the word. Get one other guy to get tested for prostate, because if you catch it early enough, you can solve it. It's the people that don't get it tested and gets far along, that's when you start getting a little bit of trouble. So I think the word is everybody should get out, get tested. It's an easy test. You know, it's going to save your life. It's going to save your family a lot.
In behind the goal, wrap around try. No, it's in front. He scores! JT Compher!
When JT put on that USA jersey, geez, for the first time, it was hard for me. I said, I'm so proud. I still am.
He brings the passion. He brings the work ethic. He brings the leadership. In other words, he does the right thing every day. And that's at the rink. And then away from the rink, you know, he's in the business school. He's here for all the right reasons.
I'm proud of JT, just the way he has grown up, the responsibility, how polite he is to other people, just the overall man he's turning into, that if you had to kind of draw it up when you first started, that's down the lines you would want to see your son go.
I love having my parents in the stands. I obviously am not in the stands with them, but I know exactly what each of them are doing. I know my mom's cheering with every play, maybe throwing suggestions at what I should have done, and my dad's just calm and collected and just watching, taking it in. Never really has too much to say to me after the game. The only thing is, if I worked hard, he was happy, and if not, then I needed to pick it up. It's always special when they're able to get out and see a game, because they helped me get to this point. So it's kind of like just celebrating with them and enjoying going through the process with them because of how important family is to all of us.